I am going to start this home tour at night. I'm going to do my dining room and kitchen tonight, and then tomorrow I will do the rest of the house in the daylight. But because most of my decor, or a lot of my decor in the dining room and most of my decor in the kitchen are by the windows, it's really hard to film during the daytime because it's so backlit. So I'm going to go ahead and start here on this. It's my plant stand, and I really only decorated the top two shelves of it. Got this little owl, and I got it's Fall Y'all at Dollar General. And by accident, I started collecting turkeys. I just noticed that I was drawn to them at garage sales and thrift stores. And so now I've got this whole collection of turkey figurines that I've gotten at garage sales and thrift stores. The other thing I really like to collect are pilgrim boys and girls. And I've gotten all of these from lots of different places. The whole idea of collecting the pilgrims started with these two. I got them probably 30 years ago, and my sister gave me those. I just recently purchased those at a thrift store, and the others I can't remember. I think I got those at a garage sale. You've seen my wall sconces in my Decorate With Me videos. I kept the table super simple. One of the complaints that I've had from the men folk in my family is that there's just too much going on in the middle of the table, because we do sit at this table every night and eat our supper. So I've made it very simple, one little display right in the middle, and I can easily move it out of the way for supper time. And then the only other area in my dining room that I have decorated, and it's not necessarily just for fall because I keep this amberware up all year long, but I did add some fall touches to it with the acorns and the little pitberry wreath around my fairy lamp. This was a new purchase. I didn't haul this, but I got that little kerosene lamp at Twice Treasured 2. And then in the kitchen, the only areas I have decorated in here is this little tiny corner shelf. This shelf serves no purpose other than to hold decor. That's why I put it there. And I just have my milk glass vases with some picks in it, sunflower picks. That little squirrel I got from, I think, Walmart. And then I've got the two little angels. These are willow tree, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, willow tree. For both of my doggies that passed away, Pepper and Lucy. Each one is holding a little dog. So I've got those up there. I keep those out all the time as well. And then you saw my windowsill in my Decorate With Me video. Hasn't changed. I didn't change it at all since then. And then the only other area that's really fall, and I'm probably going to keep these up all year round, except for at Christmas time. I'll probably take them down at Christmas time, are those two mushroom mugs. They were just too pretty to hide in my mug cabinet, so I made a space for them here, and they look very fallish to me. So that's it for my kitchen. Now let's move on to my living room, but that will be tomorrow. It'll just be a second or two for you, but it'll be tomorrow for me. it is the next day and I'm ready to continue with my home decor tour, and we will go into the living room. It wouldn't be a video, it wouldn't be one of my videos without a rooster crowing in it. Alright, we'll start here with the grandfather clock. This was left to my husband after his parents passed away. And this little mouse, if you are new to my channel, I'll tell you the little story. This was my mother-in-law's idea when they got this grandfather clock. I don't know where she got the little mouse, but she set it up on the clock because of the little poem Hickory Dickory Dock. So when we were getting this clock and bringing it home, Scott told me about that, and so I'm like, oh well, we've got to take the mouse too. So the mouse has continued to live on top of the clock. It now has some owl friends, and I decorate this little mouse's spot every season, and this year it has a pumpkin topiary. We got this corner hutch, I think 2 years ago now, or maybe it was last summer. I think it was last summer actually, from Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. I get those two confused all the time. I can't remember how much we paid for. I think it was like $125. It's an excellent deal on this corner hutch, and I've really been enjoying decorating the top of it. That Coke crate stays there all the time, but I do decorate for the seasons, just little touches, change out the flowers in the vases, and this time I put pumpkins in my milk glass and have this adorable little fox. I think I got it from the Dollar General. You will have seen the top of my cabinet. I did this in one of my Decorate With Me videos. I did wind up taking that pumpkin patch garland down. It just kept interfering with the cabinet door, and I do use this cabinet not every day, but almost every day. So it was just becoming too much of a nuisance, so I took that off. This is my little plant stand that's got little cubbies in it, and I've decorated a few of the cubbies. And then over here on my yellow hutch, on the top shelf, I didn't do a lot. I just added a few little touches. That's my little squirrel salt and pepper shaker vase that I got at the one of my last thrift hauls. And I think it's going to stay up here all year round. I will probably change the foliage out in the little vase to match the seasons, although the wheat does match the colors and tones of that, but it's definitely very fall. That's a pumpkin topiary I made in a DIY a couple years ago. And then over here on this side, I just got, sorry for the backlighting, I just got a pumpkin vessel with some faux flowers in it. And then my mouse village is all decked out for fall. here are my permanent decorations. Oliver and Sally. I had a hard time straightening the pillows on this couch because Oliver wants to keep digging them out of his way. He doesn't like the pillows. I've got the love seat. It's not, doesn't have anything decorated on it, but I cleaned it and fluffed the pillows, so I wanted to include that in the video. Well, let's move on to my coffee table. I think it's pretty much the same as when I did my Decorate With Me video that you've already seen. The one thing I know that is different are these amber candlesticks. I got those at Twice Treasured, and I just love them. I think they're so beautiful. I am very fond of amber glass, as you know, and when I saw those, I thought they would be perfect for my Thanksgiving table. But I didn't want to just have them out just for that one day, so I added them to my coffee table. The family doesn't object because they don't take up a whole lot of space. And then over here, I have this little stand with the candle that Carolyn sent me from Australia. Just a simple little galvanized tray. And then I've got my fox in a basket down here. It's a little dark, but let me turn on the flash, then you'll be able to see him better, I think. Yes, that's better. He's just down here in his basket, and I added some fall leaves and some pumpkins and acorns. And on this display, you can see this is where I put that tray and the decorative box that I got in my October thrift haul. Now let's head downstairs and see the vintage room and the family room. So this is my vintage room. I didn't do a lot of fall decorating in here. I just added a few touches. I don't have a lot of fall vintage decor, so I didn't want to change the ambiance or the theme in this room. So I just added a few touches, and some of my stuff I keep up year round is fall looking, like this painting. So I think it just always looks a little bit like fall down here because I have my owl and my chipmunks, and this is where I put that chalkware that I just got, and it has the earth tones. This is that little jar I got at Goodwill in my last thrift haul. So you're getting a not only a home decor tour, but where I placed some of those vintage, or some of those not all vintage, but thrift finds at my last thrift haul. I moved my Pillsbury Doughboy light over here. I got this at a thrift store 4 years ago, I think. And of course the original strand of lights burned out, so I've been having to make do with ones I can get at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. They don't sell 10 strand lights, at least not that I can find, and there's just 10 little Pillsbury Doughboys. But since I had that here, I went ahead and moved my other Pillsbury Doughboy stuff. I don't have a lot, but it is a small little collection that I have. That little Doughboy I got when I was like 5 years old for Christmas in my stocking, and Olivia crocheted that one for me several years ago. It was one of her first attempts at creating things with yarn. And then this is just kind of where I'm going to keep my little chickens, except for at Christmas time. This room does change drastically at Christmas. I have a lot of vintage Christmas, but that needlework print, it's not a print, but it's a piece of art someone made, stays up all year round because I think it's beautiful, and it just happens to match the best in the fall. But I love that. You know, like I said, other than Christmas, it does go away at Christmas time. But there's that little owl I got, and that bowl. I did move this display down here. It was just in the way where I had it upstairs. It was just too crowded. So although my rolling pin is down here, not up near my kitchen, I don't use my rolling pin very much. So when I do need it, it's not going to be a big deal to come down here and grab it and then put it back when I'm done. And then over here, I put my Norman Rockwell tin trays up there. As you see, I have spring, summer, and fall. I am missing winter. I am on the hunt for the winter Norman Rockwell metal tray. Every time I go thrifting, I look for it because I'll be so happy when I have the complete set, and they're just going to stay up here on this shelf all the time. If you remember this shelf, it hung upstairs in my living room for a long, long time, right by where I sat, my chair, and I had all my dachshund figurines on it. So when I moved the yellow hutch in there, of course this had to come off the wall, and I brought it down here. It stayed down here for several months before I decided where I wanted to put it, and so I thought this wall would be perfect. There's that blue and white chicken that I got thrifting, and then I got all my other little chicken figurines out of my corner hutch upstairs and brought them down and put them on here. I think you can appreciate them a lot better than when they were behind glass in my hutch. And then I moved my metal chickens down here as well, trying to make the upstairs less cluttered. And so I've moved a lot of my decorations downstairs. those two sconces that I got at the last thrift haul. I was going to put them in the vintage room, but I just simply had no more space in there for them. And so I thought they looked really nice on this wall, and it balanced out this arrangement that I've had there for many, many years. A lot of people ask me, why do you have a yardstick on your wall? That's because a friend gave this to me, and it came from Flora, Indiana. And I live in Indiana, and Flora is my last name. So I didn't want to just throw that in a corner or something. I wanted to hang it up. Plus it is quite old. I'm not sure what year it's from, but it's quite old. These areas are very hard to film because of the light, so I shut the light off and I'm depending on my flash on my camera, and I think that's working a lot better. And you can see this is where I hung those signs that I updated. And so I've got that little wall, and then I've got this little wall over here. Behind these walls are hidden the posts that keep the house from falling into the basement. So we disguised them with a wall when we finished our basement. Alright friends, that's it for this video. I sure hope you enjoyed my home decor tour for fall 2022. I enjoyed filming it for you. I love decorating and making my home look cozy, and I hope that came across in this video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye, friends.